What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Last Word Sports. Group vid tonight. Charlie Owens, Nick DeRay, Scott Caverts, and today we will be breaking down some of the trades that occurred at the trade deadline this year, and Nick will be reading them off one by one.
All right, so we're going to start us off with one of the bigger trades that happened. I believe 4 teams were involved. Houston got Robert Covington. Atlanta got Clint, Capela, and Nene. What?
Nene.
Okay. Minnesota got Malik Beasley.
The inflection was a little bit too
Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Juan.
Okay, shut up. Evan Turner. And Atlanta got like a first round. Oh, and from like an Atlanta's first round pick via the Nets. And then Denver got Gerald Green and Houston's first round pick. So who wants to start us off?
Honestly, this trade is only big for like Houston because they traded away their centers and got Robert Covington.
Yeah. Houston has a really fascinating lineup now because their tallest player is like PJ Tucker.
No, their tallest player is Harden. PJ Tucker's 6'5".
Yeah,
Harden is
Harden's
6'6".
Yeah, but the point is their tallest player who's actually going to play, inside of the perimeter is PJ Tucker.
That's true.
They had Harden do the jump, like you were saying. He's the tallest guy the other night against the Lakers. So
He clamped it, bro.
They are just going to
Lakers,
shoot a ton of threes. They have their offense.
PJ was crazy.
Like, you're going to have to put, if you want to play with the center, you're going to have to put a center on like a 6'5" guy who can shoot.
That's facts.
So the Rockets will have an advantage on offense, but at the same time, defensively they're just going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But it worked in their first game.
Against
they beat the Lakers.
Has D'Antoni's offense?
Here's the thing.
Or has D'Antoni's system ever been a defensive system though?
Yeah. I just want to talk about this real quick.
You saw the game of zones, right? They're like double the offense, half
the defense.
But the Lakers are like they have one of the biggest starting lineups in all of basketball.
Howard,
JaVale,
Anthony
AD,
Davis.
Howard doesn't start, but
LeBron James, and then they have Danny Green, who's a big guard, and then Avery Bradley.
I mean, Kuzma's pretty big.
And Kuzma and Dwight off the bench. But obviously, this lineup is huge.
He should be a Nick.
Somehow freaking the Rockets beat the Lakers. Like one of the biggest teams in the NBA.
Because of Rusalisi.
It was because LeBron and the Lakers decided to shoot 29 threes. It's
so
like,
bad
just give the ball to Anthony Davis every possession.
Exactly.
LeBron in the fourth quarter was 0 of 4 from the three-point line, and he turned over the ball 3 times. What the heck are you doing, man? Just pound the rock.
You gotta pass and
dunk on PJ Tucker.
Bully ball.
Exactly. Their lineup isn't big, like, at all. Like,
No.
Like, I think one of their shortest players is almost just, like, Danny Green is, I think, taller than every other player.
He's probably
on the
taller.
Rockets.
He's taller than PJ Tucker. Definitely.
Yeah. And, I just think it's going to be interesting, though, because I also like it because Russell Westbrook, he needs shooters. But the thing about him is that the center in the paint kind of clogs the lane a little bit.
And Capela was bad in the playoffs last year.
I think Russell Westbrook is going to go off for the rest of the season. His assists are going to go up and his points are going to go up. His assists are going to go up because he's going to be driving and kicking constantly because all these players are going to be crashing down on him. But, like, Russell Westbrook's going to go off. I think that's what's going to happen for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And they're going to need him to be. Their defense is not going to be good. They're not going to be able to compete against teams, especially like the Bucks or, any team that just is big, or has like a dominant center, like the Nuggets. But I think it's interesting. But I think we should move on to Atlanta. I think Atlanta also...
Did Atlanta get Capela?
They got Capela. Yeah. The thing about Atlanta, though...
That's a move for the future, man.
Atlanta's got a lot of nice young pieces. Trae Young is phenomenal, even though his defense is
Kevin Huerter's shown flashes.
He's like the worst defender in the league, Trae Young.
Yeah.
But John Collins is really nice. I like his game. Mm-hmm. And Clint Capela is a big... He can run the pick and roll.
He can defend
Trae Young and just, like
he's
he did with
he's
Harden.
A little skinny for a center.
Excellent shot blocker.
He's a little skinny for a center, which is a little bit of a problem. But
he can defend the
rim.
He can
defend, No, he's not bad. But the thing about Trae Young is that Trae Young is like, what, 20, 21?
Yeah,
something like that.
He's young.
And he's averaging 29.
Trae Young is young.
He's averaging like 29 and 9 assists. Like, he has absolutely been going off this season.
That's why he's an all-star starter.
Exactly. Yeah. I think there's 2 players from that draft class that are just so phenomenal. Luka Doncic and...
DeAndre.
Trae Young. DeAndre. Okay.
Go Suns.
DeAndre. Man, he's so slept on.
But those 2 players are just so much, like, better than the rest.
Luka and Trae.
That's not what Marvin Bagley said. Marvin Bagley. Shut up.
Dude, he hasn't been doing
Marvin Bagley said keep that same energy when he's out here dropping 20 and 10 in a few years.
Dude, I think
keep that same energy.
I think he could. I think he has a chance of being good, but I think we're getting a little bit off topic, and we should move on to.
So at the end of the day,
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
They got nothing
For the Rockets,
they got like nothing.
Else
they got rid of Rocco, and then they got Malik Beasley, you say it.
The Timberwolves.
Juancho Hernan-Gomez.
Evan Turner, and like a first-round pick.
Again,
the first-round pick's going to be kind of nice.
A move for the future, and then Evan Turner was just kind of a salary dump.
Yeah, the Timberwolves were just like, whatever, our team sucks. We're just going to make some small changes, see what they work out, and bring in D'Lo. That's their bigger trade. So
talk about D'Lo in a later episode.
Yes, and then Denver got Gerald Green and Houston's first-round pick.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Not too much to unpack it there.
Gerald Green can be a solid... veteran.
Bro, I love Gerald Green.
Yeah, he can play.
His 2K is so fun. Like playing.
Oh, he plays like LeBron, bro.
He's
like LeBron and Kevin
What?
Durant in 2K.
Stop
In 2K. In 2K.
LeBron James is
Swear.
the greatest driver of the basketball of all
Swear.
time.
Gerald Green in 2K.
You gotta play
broken.
with 2013 2K.
Gerald Green in 2K. He's broken. He plays like LeBron and Kevin Durant.
I don't want to
Swear.
He's so athletic.
No, in real life he's nothing like that. But like 2K, bro.
2K, bro, he's so
he's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, let's move on to our next trade. We're gonna talk about Drummond getting traded to the Cavs.
Okay.
For
I got a ball to pick with this one.
Brandon Knight, John Henson, and a second-round pick.
No,
This just might
Cavs
be-
really did this in, bro.
These
Like,
just might
oh
be
my
the two
goodness,
worst franchises in the NBA.
dude.
Oh my God.
No, this is a trade that if you look at it, you're like the Cavs got a steal. But if you really look at it, nothing happened.
They literally
This
think about this.
trade
They have
doesn't matter.
They have one of the best rebounding duos in Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love.
Kevin Love, and you
then
add one
they
of the best
traded
rebounders
for the
in the
best
league.
rebounder in the
Like,
league.
why would you?
Why would you do it?
He's a perennial all-star.
Drummond
16
is
rebounds.
Good. He's the league leader in rebounds, but he's not like an all-star caliber player.
I mean, he's a
like
good
the
player,
tier-
very
he's the
good player.
tier
I'd say he's
just below that.
perennial all-star.
Yeah, I agree. I think in his
Perennial all-star.
I think in his
That
prime,
means-
I don't know perennial
That means
means.
he makes the all-star every year.
I
That's
would
like
say
annually.
borderline all-star.
That's what-
Yeah, he's
that's
like
better.
the tier right below it.
But like-
he's above average.
Yes.
Colin Sexton and Darius Garland are two young guards who are developing. They're pretty good.
Drummond's been catching all
But-
those bricks though.
Porter's okay.
Pairing Drummond with those guys
Yeah.
isn't going
Doesn't
to
make
It's not going
sense.
to do anything.
Kevin Love wants out of there. The coach is bad. The manager is bad. The owner is bad.
Cavs are
and,
just
and
like-
Drummond is going to want a massive contract.
Exactly.
Like, are you really going to pay a guy who's going to be a 27-year-old center
The max?
who's pretty much only a rebounder? Are you going to pay him a max when you're rebuilding with two
I mean,
20-year-old guards?
he's still averaging 18, 16. And I
Like,
think,
go out and get
2
yourself,
steals and a
like-
block and a
It's
half.
averaging 18, 16, 2 steals.
Like, go out and get your-
Yep.
That's exactly what I said.
Something
But he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a very, very solid player.
You
but
look at it from the
there's
other
really
side,
no
bro.
point for them to do that. But
look-
then the thing about this is that
Cavs
the Pistons.
aren't rebounding away from a championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
That's
come
like
on.
the only thing
They're
that-
about a ball handler and like a go-to scorer away from like making the playoffs. So like
In the East.
in the East,
by the
which is
way-
bad.
By the way, there are teams with losing records who have a playoff
they're
spot
like
in the East right
they're
now.
like the 6th seed has a losing record right now in the East. It's horrible.
It's
But
embarrassing.
okay, I want to talk about the Pistons side of
night and
this,
day.
bro.
Yeah,
the
you look at the
Pistons
other side,
really
bro.
traded probably their best player at
They're
the
just
moment.
going to rebuild.
But
They're
they
garbage.
They're
traded him
tanking.
for
So bad.
Brandon Knight,
It's
the
so
guy
bad.
that has been owned so many
That's a
times in
salary
his
dump.
career.
That's definitely a salary dump.
John
Yeah,
Henson.
that's exactly what it
John
is,
Henson,
Jack.
who averages like 5 points and a second-round pick.
Hey man,
It's
John
a salary
Henson gets
dump.
buckets in 2K.
We don't even need to talk about their players. The players they got were garbage. They got a 2023 second-round pick, which is also garbage.
Their best player is Bobby
It's a
Shmurda.
salary dump. They're good. Money?
Oh god! But
I like Reggie though, even though he's not that good.
and D Rose, don't forget
Reggie,
about
you
D
really-
Rose.
Yeah, D Rose, you're right.
Reggie is probably the best player on the team other than D Rose.
Other than D Rose
And
Luke
even-
Kennard, but Luke Kennard
Luke
doesn't
Kennard's
play.
Luke
beast.
Kennard.
He's been injured for a while.
been
He
hurt.
averages 16.
Stop it. The Pistons suck. Let's move
He
on.
averages 16.
Pistons
But-
are
okay,
trash.
let's move on to the next
This
trade.
is
This is a
definitely
big
them
one.
just rebuilding.
This is a big one. I like this one.
Oh, it's the Iggy trade.
Yeah. Jay Crowder, Solomon
Iggy's
Hill
nice.
will join Iguodala, and this is
Miami.
from an
Go to Miami.
article.
Iggy,
in Miami.
Iggy, J. Crowder, Solomon Hill.
While
go to Miami.
Memphis will acquire Justice Winslow, Deion Waiters, and James Johnson.
Okay.
I would-
Let's break down the Grizzlies first.
Yeah. All right. I think. Honestly, I heard they're also planning on cutting Deion Waiters. Is what I heard.
No!
That's what I heard. Yeah.
I love Deion
Is
Waiters.
Deion the dude who was tripping mad balls in the playoffs? He's got
My man taking
He's a
some
good shooter.
gummies.
He's a good shooter, and his.
I love
defense is
Deion,
good.
bro.
You know,
He's like
okay
30,
defense,
right?
but
Yeah.
He's old and he's not.
James Johnson, shout out to James Johnson. He's son Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I like this
Kickboxer.
trade for Justice Winslow because at the end of the day,
They got a
young
Iggy
point
wasn't
guard.
doing anything. He refused to play on the team. Winslow is another young player for a nice developing core in Memphis. They're actually in the playoffs right now.
Miami.
Like, they're very impressive.
Yeah.
As
They've been
for
surprising.
Miami's side of this, I don't know about you guys, but I actually don't like this trade. Do you guys like it?
Love it.
I
love it.
I love it. Okay, here's what
I think it's too early to tell.
I think the thing about this is that it is early. We're not sure if
We haven't seen Iguodala
play.
play. We know what Jay Crowder can do, but does that really help them in the situation?
Jay Crowder's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's been on
He's
6
just a good
teams
role player.
in 6 years.
He's just a good role player.
He's classic 3-and-D.
Exactly. Yeah, but I think this is the reason why I like it. All right. The Heat have.
You said you love it, like you're.
But I really like it. But the Heat are just such a good young team. I mean, they have not.
We've expressed this
young.
many times. The Heat are very good.
They have great shooters. They have great defense.
Yes, we've expressed this many times.
But just like adding, shut up. They just add the second defender that they can rely on. That's like a very solid defender. That's a defender that they can go to in moments.
But we haven't seen him play yet.
I know that's the thing. But like I like it because Iggy's just a good player. Iggy has always
He's
been.
a good
That's
player.
a very
But
general
hey,
statement.
Here's where I'm going to
Justice Winslow is just a good player too.
You just told me the Heat are a great young team, and the keyword there is
But
young.
They also need.
They added 3 old guys.
They
But
just
hear me
added
out, hear me
a
out.
guy that has.
This move.
They added a guy that
Just
has.
let me
They
speak.
have a guy that
Let
added.
Scott speak. We shut up for you. Let Scott speak.
Listen. The Heat with this trade are saying we are all in this year. We're going for a title. We traded for Jay Crowder. We traded for Iguodala.
Somehow they have 2 All-Stars.
Iguodala is really only got 1 or 2 years left.
Yeah.
Okay, and they ship pieces like Justice Winslow, who's a young developing player. You said it yourself, team Nick. This is a young developing team. They're good. I don't think they have any real shot at winning a championship this year.
Like, is Jimmy Butler really the star player that you can count
He's
on?
phenomenal.
This is
but can they beat the Clippers, the Bucks, or
No.
the Lakers in a 7-game series? No.
This
Absolutely
is
not.
the thing, though. They added a guy that has finals experience, and there's nothing like that. You need to have a guy that has
If
legitimate
you're gonna
playoff-
win the finals.
If you're gonna go to the play, if like a guy that has legitimately
absolutely.
played in the playoffs,
But I don't
they're
think
gonna
it
need
was
a
the
guy.
right time
This
to
is the thing. They're
sacrifice
gonna
a
need a
young
guy. They're currently pretty much young players, and Jimmy Butler, who doesn't even really have that much playoff experience, other than with the Sixers last year. They're adding a guy that has been to the
Bulls.
finals.
What?
What?
The Bulls?
Did I say the Bulls? What did I say?
No, you
was
said
with the
that
Bulls
he was
and
with
went
the
to the
Bulls.
I said the Sixers.
Yeah, but you said he didn't have a
He's
lot of
saying
playoff
you
experience.
disregarded when he
You're
was
saying he made the playoffs
Look,
like every year.
Here's my question.
But I mean, like-
do you think the Heat will
Deep playoff
Do you think the
experience.
Heat will make the finals this year?
What?
Do you think the Heat will make the finals?
That's the
this
claim
I think
you're
they have a
making.
chance. I think they have a chance. I think they
year?
have a good chance.
Because
Okay, so it's me and Scott taking over
I
because
think it would have
oh
been
my
a
God.
better time. I think they have probably the second or third best chance in the East, but I think it would have been better. I don't think it's the right time to sacrifice a young
you
piece
say
like
second
Justice
or third.
in the East.
In the
to
East?
make the finals behind like the Bucks and like the Sixers or something.
The Sixers and probably
here's
the
what I would like to
Boston.
say. This is what I would like to
I
say.
mean, Boston and
Here,
the Heat are on like the same.
real
level. That's
quick,
not
I just wanna say-
outrageous
I just wanna say-
they have
But
the third
the
best odds.
Heat, no.
The Sixers,
The third best odds in the East, Chuck. That's not crazy.
the Sixers have not figured out how to.
I don't like it.
This is a thing that you guys need to realize. The Sixers are not a good shooting team.
Yeah,
at
let's
all.
not talk
They're
about
not
the
good.
Sixers.
No, I want to
I
talk
feel
because
you.
no, you're talking
They're
about how they
soft
don't
as
have.
hell.
You think we
You're talking
don't
about,
realize
You're talking
that?
about a team that they're saying they don't have a chance at going to the finals. And I'm saying
Because
you
of the
guys
Bucks.
said
You
guys
don't
said the
think
three
we
teams.
don't
You
realize
guys
the
said
Sixers aren't a good shooting
You guys
team.
said 3 teams. You guys said the Celtics. You guys said the Sixers. You said the Sixers.
I said the Celtics.
I said
He
the
said
Bucks.
the
I would say
Okay,
that
well,
the
then look.
Raptors are a higher seed than the Heat too.
Think about this.
Raptors too.
The Raptors are a good team, but here's the thing.
They're just as
They're
good as the
a
Heat.
phenomenal
Yeah, because
shooting
they
team.
won the ship last year.
The Heat minus Kawhi.
And they're the 2 seed in the
but
East right now.
match up their rosters. Spicy Pete, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet.
Yeah.
Bam, no, not Bam. Sorry, he's on the Heat. OG
Anunoby.
Anunoby.
Yeah.
Right? Serge Ibaka.
Marcus
That's just
Gasol.
as good of a roster
Or Marcus,
as Jimmy
depending.
Butler, Duncan Robinson, Myers Leonard.
Duncan
Bam
Rob.
Adebayo.
What?
Like,
Duncan Robinson's a
What?
45% three.
what's wrong with Duncan Robinson?
I don't have nothing on Duncan Robinson, but you can't compare him to Pascal.
No, I'm
That's
saying
not what
like
you're saying.
looking at those lineups.
Here.
Those are pretty much equal. I think the Heat, it was a bad move because they said we're all in this year. We're trading for guys who only have 1 or 2 years
Yeah.
left because we think we can make it.
I'm with you on that, 'cause I don't think this is their year.
Kept
Think
a
about
young
this.
guy like Justice Winslow with more potential.
Yeah,
Because
I
a
agree.
couple years down the road, when all these guys develop and Jimmy's still at the end of his prime, is when they're going to be really good.
Here's the
You know
thing
what
I
I'm
want to
saying?
say. All right, look at this. Their bench is also a very good bench team.
The
Heat have a very good bench. They just work very well together.
Yeah, they're solid.
They work like if their starters start to sub out and they still have a couple subs.
They got the hammer.
They work very well with the bench, and then completely with the bench. The bench is good together.
You gotta love Myers, dude.
The thing is,
I miss him. I kind of want him back on the Trailblazers.
They have Jimmy Butler. They have Tyler Herro. They have Andre Iguodala.
I love Harris. He's nice.
He's a very good shooter.
Really
You got Kendrick Nunn, too.
Bam Adebayo, Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson.
But all these guys are young and are going to get better and aren't good enough to win a title now.
But they're all good players.
Iggy needs to win a title now.
A lot of them are very above average role players, all right? And then they have 2 stars, maybe 3.
I don't know if you can say.
I don't need
Jimmy
you to go
Butler,
Nick,
Bam
you
Adebayo.
don't need to go
No,
through
but what I'm saying
roster.
is that you guys are saying that like they have absolutely no chance of making it past the Bucks. The thing is, the Bucks.
Not only that, making it past the Clippers or the Lakers in the finals.
I mean, no. I'm saying they're finals contenders, as they can go to the finals, which is true.
But if they go to the finals and get swept by the
one
Clippers,
team they have to go past. No.
Trading for
you guys
Iggy
you guys just completely shut me out, and you guys just said, "Oh, the Bucks are going to totally shut up."
That's just not true, though.
The Miami Heat are a phenomenal shooting team. They're a phenomenal shooting team. Their defense is good. They play well together. They have talent, right? And they can go off. Like as a team, they can blow up.
Nick, I mean no disrespect here, but you can speak in generalities all day.
About
and
any
tell
of
me
these,
they're good at shooting or they're good at defense.
Like very good. Like phenomenal.
Or they can get really hot. But at the end of the day, I just personally, and you may differ from me here, and that's why you like the trade. You know, I'm not saying that you're wrong or right, but I'm saying I don't like the trade because I don't think the Heat are good enough to beat the Bucks, the Clippers, or the Lakers in a 7-game series, and so I think they're wasting.
The thing
Justice
I'm arguing is that they do have the
dude.
chance to beat the Bucks. They do. They have that chance. They have the talent. They have a brilliant bench. They work well together. Their coach is phenomenal. They have one of the best coaches in the league.
But you're just telling me generalities about the Heat. Like,
and you're telling me that the Bucks will just win. The Bucks will just win. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying if you want to say you think the Heat can go, that's cool. That's just a disagreement between us.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you don't need to keep telling me.
No,
what
but you're saying they have no chance. I'm just saying that they do have a chance.
Yeah, but you don't need to repeat to me over and over that they're good at shooting and they're good at defense because I believe you there. I'm with you on those things.
I'm just saying that they do have a chance. They do have the chance to be a very high level playoff team. They do.
So it's just a disagreement then.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
So then drop it.
Exactly.
Okay. I guess I'll talk about my view now. It's too early to tell. And we'll just talk about the fact that, again, I've said this about 5 times, Andre Iguodala hasn't played yet this season. And I think it's going to be really entertaining if the Heat ever play the Grizzlies in the regular season, watching him go up against Dylan Brooks and John Morant, right? But, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it when I saw it because, like, the Heat have been doing so well. Why would you shake things up, let the guys gel, let the guys play together? Because I feel like Justice Winslow was a pretty decent part of the team. I understand Dion Waiters because Dion Waiters wasn't really with the team.
He was kind of toxic.
He was kind of a little bit toxic, but like, still love my man. Here's
the thing: Justice Winslow has shown absolutely no improvement over the last 4 years that he's been on the Heat team. Like I looked at his stats up earlier today. He's been consistently getting like 12 points over the last 4 years, which is good. They're good, but like he hasn't really showed any improvement. As you can see
transitioned to their point
He
guard.
actually went 6, 10, 11, and then his second year with the Heat, he went with 8 points, then 13 points, and now 11 points this year. He's a very...
He's
transitioned to their point guard.
He's regressed this year. But
probably because Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Herro have been going off.
He's 23, and I feel like they could have at least traded him for another young asset. I just don't think Iggy is what they need. Like, I don't think they're an Iggy away from a championship, and so
I agree with that. I'm just saying that, like, what they needed was they do need playoff experience. They need someone that they can trust, that can teach them the ways of the playoffs.
We agree with you, but we're saying, like, they don't need it now because they're not there yet.
I mean, they could be. That's the thing. We just have to wait till playoffs.
I mean, I guess that's true. The East is kind of a...
The
West is a lot more structured than the East.
The West is a lot more structured. They're pretty much 2 teams that a lot of people say are pretty much going to win. The East is kind of a place where a lot of people are just tossing up.
Yep. Although the Bucks have by far the best record in the league.
Yeah, it's not even close. They have 7
Clippers
losses.
and the Lakers.
They have 7 losses, yeah. All right. Well, that does it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. Also, check out our music and soon to have movie podcast. probably get that up probably next weekend. Let us know what you thought about the trades. Comment down below. Feel free to share with your friends. Thank you for watching. This has been The Last Word.